Sorry, this is one of those games that completely freezes itself when I click out of it. Hello, 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 and good morning. Twitch is doing that thing where, as usual, it claims my immaculate internet connection is unstable. I'm, as usual, going to assume that's a lie unless you guys tell me otherwise. But good morning, everybody. Back with some Pyre. Magical basketball time has arrived once again. And I've been somewhat eager to get back to this, although part of me this morning was like, man, what if I could just erase my memory of In Stars and Time and play In Stars and Time again? Sorry, that game's gonna be looming large in my brain for like a long time at this point. But Pyre's quite cool. I think this was the one? It's been a minute, obviously, because I was on vacay last weekend, so my voices might waver a little bit, or might not quite be right to what I was doing before. I'm sure I'll more or less get there again. Also, in case you didn't catch my stream yesterday, I am on the tail end of recovering from COVID. I'm feeling like 98% recovered, but I've got a little bit of crap in my throat, so that might affect my stamina for streaming, particularly because there will be a lot of voicing to do during this stream. So we'll see how it goes. This one might be a shorter one. I'll play it by ear, see how it treats me. I got plenty of water. I got a nice hot cup of tea. So I'm hoping those will help. But there's someone to talk to in the wagon. Let's check in. Right, Pamitha, your voice that I definitely remember. I think I just gave you the femme fatale kind of voice. Sure, we can go with that. You approach Pamitha, who's kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling? In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me in which you relayed to that nice headwind boy, I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. Actually, that's kind of your wings, and to be fair, your boobs, were most of what I could see. Your utility. This is an alliance of convenience for the moment, ma'am. She's like, then why did you mention the boobs? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group, and you just go with it. However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I have business with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story, all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again, maybe not soon, but in time, and we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. Besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. Simple, but a good saying. She swoops away before you can respond. Oh my god, imagine. What a superpower that would be, just being like, I no longer wish to take part in this conversation. Fly away. Like how wizards get to teleport themselves out of social situations. I envy them. Amethyst moonshine. Kept close at hand on the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. She's just like me for real, except with wings and tits. So she's not really like me at all. The Sulphur Main. The one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. Maybe someone's gonna get injured then. I hope it's a snake. He seems like a tough boy, and I don't like using him in matches at all. The wagon has hit a snag descending the black crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First, that blasted little bird. Now, this. Though you lack Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient, on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Jodariel, why are you crossing your arms? I only cross my arms when I'm having a bad day. But you cross your arms every day. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward, down the jagged slopes toward Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. Let's see. So Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. Amethyst says she can procure a talisman here. I'm kind of drowning in talismans. A lot of the talismans seem kind of bad. I'll go with cash. Also, I'm glad Tamitha is, like, scouting for us. Like, oh my god. That's gonna be such a huge boon. Sir Gilman is relieved at your decision to take the flatter of the two paths down the Black Crags, though nonetheless seems rather shaken by the steep trip down.
This knife mislikes these heights. For shame, Master Reader. You must take this knife for a common craven coward.
He buries his head in the soil. When at last you coax him back up, you see that he has an item of some sort.
Ha ha ha! This knight did have you fooled there, did he not?
He explains how finding the item was his plan all along. Okay, I believe you. Sir Gilman found porous crystal. His Spear of Heights remains. Okay, worth 70. That's pretty good. I do find myself wondering, like... Because obviously I looked up the length of the game. Like, I supplied that information when I was putting this up for a vote, but I don't know how long a quote-unquote season is in the campaign. Like, how long before we can start zooping people back up to the city? Or the Commonwealth? I've apparently forgotten all the lore I learned. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Waking Wood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you. However, most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. Okay, here I thought the minstrel was going to be like, I have in fact been Sandalwood the whole time. You said he would find us himself. Aye, he was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be your guide, as always. The rites beckon, and the rites take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us. Yet. Then let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? The lone minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. Oh, how goddamned convenient. Sandalwood studied the rites here. Sandalwood once resided here. But if this guy is, like, such a secretive information broker, I doubt we're gonna find much in the way of, like, echoes of his past there. So, let's go for more information on the rites. I don't like not learning more about Sandalwood, but for the moment I need more information about the broader picture. I can worry about this man of mystery who's guiding my group later. Sandalwood is a master in the rites, or used to be at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtlessly she will tell you in due time. Now, if only we could find him. He used to mentor his own companions in the rites not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby, and without his guidance you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward. while neither of the paths leading backward appear to match the route you took to this point. Oh, good. Shay seems drawn to this location. Tizo wants to go this way? Tempting, but Shay seems to have some kind of a sixth sense, so I'll trust her, I guess, even though I'm not her biggest fan. We'll see how we go. The woods are so disorienting at this point that you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later there shall be time to pursue your vocations. Sift through the ashes. Maybe Undercrystal seeks Jodariel? Okay, I could do a Jodariel trial. A scribe trial. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That's certainly demon, is it? She could stand to lighten up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth, regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heed of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Don't worry about it. Delicious tea. Alright, what do we got going on? What is the meaning of this? Reader, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths. Though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Old, she says. Very well then, reader. Let us show her whether she is right. Oh, of course, she's facing a bunch of harpies. No bounty here. Damn. Ah, crap. Right. This is a little brutal to have this be my jumping back in point. Easy. Just gotta play a little defensive and then seize the opening. Oh, right, I forgot about that whole thing. Crap. That's right, and Jody takes a long time to respawn too. Right. Okay, I have to let them get it first. Or else wait to grab it myself, because that extinguish... Oh, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. At least they don't do that much damage. Whereas I only need a few good hits myself to make good on the threat that Jody poses. Okay, we gotta go, Jody. We gotta go! Okay. There's only one left to go. And I need to remember I can dunk. I'm not really making good use of... Fuck. That's fine, I can tank another hit. Wait. Huh? What did... Oh, they must have done a shot. Crap. I'm so bad at fighting harpies. I'm almost done for. What? How? No. Oh my god, my aim was a little bit off. Alright, it's fine. Death or glory time. Oh, Still, they gotta move a fair ways. Come on. Nope. Nope. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh! Never mind, I'm a god. Oh, right. That is a solid barrier. Apparently. Okay, so if I make use of that... Wide open! I had it the whole time. Whew. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I'm never satisfied, demon. However, your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. What kind of reward do I get? That was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Solium's Horn. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's quite good. I've been having her as my bounty expert, but that could be better because money has not really been a problem. Yeah, let me just put that on her right now. Okay. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this, it says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has to mean something. Shay produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first, it seems like nothing of interest, and until you see a message carved onto the inside. A bark strip. And it is written, "Come to Cinderroot, S. Cinderroot." So, it's some kind of message from this Sandalwood guy? Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow, when the woods are still. Sounds good. Everyone rest up. Big day coming up. I do think I should study in private, because now that I know that these are permanent boosts, these are, like, the best ways to advance. Let's see. Glory would be a good one. Oh. To get everything else first. Quickness is good. Hope wouldn't be bad. Would help to outweigh some of Jodariel's penalties at the very least. But let me max out quickness to see if I get any particular boon from getting max rank in something. The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages, into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Reader's influence celerity. Okay. We move on. To Cinderroot. Can't even hardly see the wagon. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as you search through. Your search through the area yields nothing. Then something startles the little imp Tizou. A tall figure strides forward from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges toward him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. You certainly do look a little sinister. Do I give you the stereotypical villain voice? Decisions. Hail, Tizou. But you look famished. Here. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. Tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. Being allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what it could not achieve in centuries. Ominous. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Wolfred Sandalwood. It has been too long, Wolfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tarek. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. Then he turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy, though we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. You consider what to say to all this. Interesting. This is surely going to be... This cannot be happening, to have come this far only to be brushed aside by some strange sap. I mean, he left the door open to continue with us. So, I feel like insist on staying is the only logical option. Like... Also, the leader of the Nightwings, like, I don't know about that. He's more like, again, if I operate within a basketball metaphor, he feels like, you know, the owner. Just showing up in, like, the locker room or something. He's more he's more a loop than a party member. Now insist on staying. You stand your ground, meeting Wolfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Wolfred, sir, I'm Hedwin. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here, thanks to you and also to this reader. Not just a reader, he is our friend. My friend. He's not disposable. We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Wolfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you would have come to grasp this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we've started off on the wrong foot. It's not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere, for it seems you have a kinship with this reader of yours. Now then, Tarek. Aye, Wolfred, sir. Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Wolfred strides toward the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Wolfred Sandalwood joined you. He knows much of the rights. Welcome him aboard, I guess. I do like how he immediately took command of the situation. Like, sometimes I feel like information broker types in, like, media or video games can seem like, oh, well, I know a few things, but then, like, very quickly they're like, oh, fuck, I don't know anything, and I don't offer anything. You know, sort of the whole, like, Hammer from Xenogears, where, you know, they play that off beautifully, but, you know, that's just the first example that comes to my mind. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lu, where the stars directed you. Wolfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. Page revealed the demon. Yeah, let's have a chat with our illustrious leader. As you approach Wolfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon, rather than he in yours. He studies you in silence for a time, then...
Tarek, if you have a moment. Aye, Volfred, sir. What is it? This reader, you deem him worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Volfred, sir, then I do. This is a total power play on, the Sandalwood's part. This is cool, because, like, obviously he knows this information, but he's flexing, one, that he has more authority here by the fact that the lone minstrel is, like, directly in his employ, and two, talking about you when you're around and not allowing you to contribute to the conversation. He's being like, okay, you've asserted a bit of your authority by the fact that, like, you have connected with my current pawns, but I am the one who holds the power here. This is very cool from Sandalwood. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that his achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others followed them. Indeed. Your words make sense as ever, Tarek. And what does little Tizot think of him, I wonder? There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my boy. Nonetheless, I shall be watching you. Now, pardon us. Tarek and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, though you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Yeah, it's... Even this is like... He's trying to set up like a good cop, bad cop thing with the lone minstrel being the good cop. Because obviously this is all... That was all play acted for our benefit. Interesting to consider that Sandalwood presented his grudging acceptance of us in that exact manner. It says a lot about the man. Anyway, the book had a new page revealed as well. Emperor Mur. Scarcely could I recognize him when at last I found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way as I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haoub, proved of little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this instant. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Alright, well. Let's see what the slug market got. Oh, hey, you guys. I guess I didn't get the word out about this new franchise, which we opened here just now, so give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. Oh, well, I shouldn't need this anymore. This is just for selling. What you got for me? Ooh, an auto life? I did have my eye on this one. 10% speed buff ain't nothing. Ooh, Righteous Flame would be good too, but I think I gotta go for this Lunar Glass. Question is, who to give it to? I'm carrying the orb, so who do I always have carrying the... Well, that wasn't hard. Then again, would also be good to go on him, because I already have him with +3 quickness. Well, wait. Wouldn't, in that case, +3 quickness be better than 10% movement speed? If I assume it's... Or, no, it's probably going off of the meters per second stat then. So let's see. That would boost it up to 4 meters. No, it's just better to keep him on the... Huh. So what about... Yeah, okay. No, this would be way better on Rookie, because then it becomes 6.7 meters per second. Okay, okay. Fair, fair, fair. What she got? Oh yeah, she's got the one that deals bonus damage. Right. And, as always, dash of Stardust. And I think I will use it on... Probably the Kerfang. It's, like, probably just the best talisman I have, because I prefer to go full offense here. You guys have a good day out there. Commence the rite. You and your fellow exiles arrived in the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time, but then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles toward you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Well, goodness, by the roots of Lu's Gloria, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? One moment. The sap claws at his mask with his wispy fingers. Oh. Nope, I need to go fancier. Also, this music. Much better. H. Manly Tinderstuff at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chest. Well, that took me out. I was not expecting. Know us as the Chastity. We shall soon stand against you in the rites. For now I am just whiling away the time making small talk. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then in your mind's eye you see Wolfred and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstuff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourselves to him nor me. Well... Beneath her mask, Jordariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Wolfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why now, how very rude indeed. Well, fine, ignore me, but you do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, and I do now believe the sky is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manly bows again and wanders off into a clearing as the stars begin to burn. Very curious what the tree folk are going to be good at. Ooh, there's a respec item.
Once again, the stars align themselves before you, reader. And here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far.
Thank you.
But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead.
It should be
Please show
mine.
the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
Oh, no obstacles this time? Wide open field? I wonder, oh honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you, and I'm afraid I could do little to stop them. Even if I tried, you might do better to beware of them. When Jordariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset.
Why, you insolent, then fine, let us begin the dance indeed.
He shoves his mask back on in a huff.
And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth.
Oh, okay, they have a bit of a mixed team.
For freedom.
Oh, he's very slow. They got just a regular human, and they got a harp. Alright then. I feel like the standard loadout should work pretty well here. And again, Tizo might not be the play here, just because... Oh, I can't deploy both of them. Ooh. What was the team I had last time? I think it was Ametha, Tizo, and Ruki? That worked pretty well.
Go on.
I'm thinking, narrator. I'm thinking.
Tizo, it is done.
Are you quite ready? Finally, O Night Wings. May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, let's give the stars a show.
And I can't deselect anybody. Alright. Oh, fuck.
May I present to you Humboldt Manley Jr. Why, he is every bit my equal and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstaff line shall have a bright, bright future.
He goes on and on about his sapling for a while.
I have had more than enough of him.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Come on, let's get him.
Now, isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen,
The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manly. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well. But can I banish the sapling
Manly
individually?
and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader. There are many who would welcome his return,
Oh, shit.
though none so much as he himself.
Surprise!
Dousing.
You can't stop the Rookster.
Ho, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon our little soiree. Oh, dude, be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I.
There it is.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade.
Oh,
Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you. Oh.
this might be a golden opportunity here. No, 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 no! I can't believe I got away with that.
Oh dear, the woods are closing in uncomfortably close at that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you just stand aside a while, we could put an end to this that much the sooner.
He says as though he has nothing to fucking do with this situation. Anyway, Rookie, let's finish this idiot off. Whoop!
If
Ah.
I were that one, I'd be rather angry.
Yeah, that didn't go too well. Get out of here. Ah, crap. It's fine. All I gotta do is play defense until Rookie respawns, which happens pretty quick like. Wide open.
As per the sacred law.
Say, have any of you noticed how it's feeling rather crowded out here, Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resents you being here. Yes, I'd rather think that's it. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb, and let me handle this! He mad. He mad?
Tis taken.
Tis taken indeed.
Lured you out. Ooh, this is gonna be tough to crack through. Flutter and in. There's only one left to go. All right, you Nightwings, I've had it up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply had it up to here with all of these encroaching plants. These miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me.
Maybe should have saved Tizo for this part, because now there's all these damn obstacles in the way. This is gonna be a pain in the dick to crack through. Go now. Jump.
Get absolutely annihilated.
It was as though the scribes themselves stood by their side.
Too easy.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
Good, that imbecile of a sap. So much talk and hot air. Yeah, that's how we do it, people. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings, I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, very, very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you. Now, ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
I like how Jordariel's head is getting in the way of her XP bar at this point.
'Twould appear that rookies not too old to learn new tricks.
Faster, stronger, and a little better looking too. I mean, is there anything I can't handle? Let's see, what we got? Oh, yeah, that's right. I want that mastery real bad, so... Further range? Or kind of chain detonation? I think further range is good. Oh, hey, that's a level for... No? Oh, right. She's getting... Right.
Until the next round.
That was well done, my boy. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouched for you. Don't let it go to your head, of course.
Thanks, Mr. Manager. I hope I can stay with the Nightwings team for a long time. Please keep paying my salary. After prevailing over the Chastity in a decisive victory, you return to your wagon to consider your next move.
An adequate performance back then.
Adequate?
Yes, adequate for the next part of our plan. Go, have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say? High up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside, then. That plan Volfred mentioned, I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan, as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer, thanks to you. Once more you look toward the heavens. Seek now your destination. The Golden Star, the highest mountain in all the downside. That feels somewhat climactic. Alright, we need to... I just realized I don't like... What is the equivalent of the Super Bowl for basketball? Is it just the championships? That seems wrong. There has to be, like... a name for it, right? For the NBA? Damn, I don't know much about sports. So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Alodiel, and at the very top, the Fall of Solium. You confirm the stars indicated this exactly. Volfred, sir, how did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read, my boy.
Oh shit, sudden voice acting. Ooh, that legit gave me chills a little bit.
Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Hedwyn. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But as I said, I'll let him do the job. I see that you have something special going here which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy, it is. Indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest. And for the matter, so can I. If you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from the recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Man, I was so blown away that I forgot to, like, try to, like, study Volfred's canonical fucking voice so I can imitate it. At dawn, Volfred is already up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods, into the cold lands to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. Like, I don't have the skills I used to. Like, as a kid, I had the nickname of Mimic, but I can still do a pretty good impression of a lot of voices. The one path through the woods into the north. At least we won't be getting turned around in these woods anymore. But I'm wondering who's gonna be our final opponent. Or opponents, rather. Which team am I gonna play? You get clear of the woods at last and arrive in lands grown cold in the shadow of Mount Alodiel. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volfred calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites, and the plan to which he alluded. You banded together with the common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible, am I correct? But let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject and only know the truth of how you feel. An interesting question. So interesting that I have to piss. I'm gonna take a quick break as the tea is flowing right through me and maybe give people a little more of a chance to trickle in. So I will be back shortly while I ponder an appropriate response to his question. Hope you'll stick with me. I returned. Sorry, took a little longer than I expected because I realized it's already starting to heat up outside, so... Kicked on ye old swamp cooler at 10 a.m. Can summer be fucking over yet? Okay. What does freedom mean to me? The having no master, I think, is the closest fit. I know he's gonna rebuttal with, like, can you ever truly be free of a master? Because, like, yeah, you're always gonna have to answer to somebody, but... None of these are perfect fits to what I would truly answer, which is, being able to, through your actions and words, keep true to your own code, your own morals. And really kind of the means to that end is having no master. Well, I guess doing what you want. I guess that's kind of what that boils down to. It's a little surface level. Inner Peace talks about clear conscience. Freedom is another empty goal to chase. Freedom means not being forced into responding to such questions. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Ooh, without concern for others' judgment or approval. That one's good, too. Yeah, I actually like that one a lot. Sure, I can go with that. You tell Volfred that freedom means living without fear, not being subject to persecution or retaliation for one's thoughts and choices. He considers your remarks for a short while. Good answer, my boy. I happen to agree. Fear takes hold in freedom's wake. But fear is a natural impulse, is it not? A common feeling we all share from time to time. A deeply rooted impulse there to aid our judgment and spur us on to acts of courage. If not for fear, I doubt we could accomplish very much in life. And just now we stand upon the brink of accomplishing something vital. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now let me tell you all what freedom means to me. Freedom means to live life without fear, just as your reader stated. Are you really just copying my homework, Wolfred? Come on, man. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think, or not think. He looks out toward the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more. And you would be exalted there, given the highest honor. The opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At least you would become complicit to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It is a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking to each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest of a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights, and we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. Ooh, okay. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I am asking a lot. You do have other options. Deceit, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, You know by now that we can see through it.
Preservare goddess.
But you need not be a part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here like so many others. So if anyone among you prefers that, you cannot see yourself continuing to strive together in the Commonwealth as you are doing here, then speak now. Volfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not, but all of you are bound together through the rites and are integral to our plan. Remember that. You seek true freedom? You will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. Then he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Volfred turns toward the mountains, leaving you to consider what he said and plot the wagon's northward path. You know what? I may have misjudged you, Volfred. You actually seem pretty rad. If this is all legit. I had been wondering, what does he get out of this? And, now I know, I guess. If we take his words at face value. Beyond lies Mount Alodio. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our spirits and our strength to make the ascent. Discuss the plan. Oh, the Beyonder Crystal seeks Tizo. I'll do a Tizo trial. But first, yeah, let me have a word with you, Volfred. I'm almost wondering... Yeah, does he want the members of the Nightwings to become like the new 8 scribes? Because me, the player, the reader, I clearly was not like a factor in his original plan. So with him plus the 7, that makes 8. And, you know, the minstrel is just one of his agents, one of his network. So, let's have a word, see what else we can learn. There you are, my boy. There is something which I wanted to discuss with you, in private. Volfred stares at you rather intently as if reaching out to you, and then... Oh, you do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability in this I sense is nascent still, mere flashes, uncontrollable. I see as well now that they haven't told you yet, your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves other than Tarek, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. I had my suspicions. Rather, I had expected when at first we met that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path toward enlightenment, become eligible to regain their freedom. Yep, absolutely. So I must guide others to a treasure I cannot possess. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Volfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Fuck off already with the bots, Jesus Christ. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate condition to conduct the rites, and this group values you as reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you to return, if that is what you had in mind. So once again, I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand. If it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome, but this journey we are on, it has no guarantees, not for you, nor any one of us. Do you understand? Intriguing.
Why are you trying to get rid of me so hard, man? Because, like, first he's like, hey, you're no longer needed. Next it's like, you seem to have done an adequate job. I will indicate this by discussing you in front of you with my subordinates. And then next it's like, oh, what's freedom mean to you? Oh, it's the same for me. I have the same goals as you. Therefore, this will be accomplished whether you're here or not. He really wishes to know your thoughts on the subject. He knows where to find them. Perhaps there is a way. Like, the scribes created the rites, right? What if we change the rites? Or maybe I'm gonna wind up just like the spirit in the book. What if I say that I don't care? No, I do care. You understand the words of warning, yet just the same, you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my boy. Then, very well. Know that we have much at stake here in this, anyway. Much more than just a shot at going back into that Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. Sounds like you intend to stick around, and we'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then... He strides out of the wagon then, leaving you with your thoughts. Scribe trial. Tizo! I dare think I remember something of that imp. He certainly stood out from all his ilk, although that is not really saying much. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears in heed of the summons. Yeah, I don't really make use of his explode ability. Probably gonna have to here. Unless I can just do relentless offense. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, imp. You answer to me here. You know the formalities, of course. Show me then what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here in this trial it shall be just you, my beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see now how you fare. Get it on! Oh. That was stupid. I just walked right into it. Jesus. They're very aggressive, too. Why am I like this? It's fine. Just warm it up. Just warm it up. Got all fucked up from the freak. I held the wrong button. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fine, I'll let him have it. And then, haha. Then banish him. Another one. Shit. Okay. No. No. Ah.
Don't. Whatever, I don't care anymore. No, I'm not gonna reload over that.
Come now, Imp, this test is not meant to be easy, even for the likes of you. I would tell you not to waste any more of my time, but then my time is there for you to waste, so try again now or whenever you so choose.
That one was a little rough. Little rough. Yeah, I'll wait for him to gain some more XP. Let us discuss the plan. Earlier, Volfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait. What are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that you can indeed get yourself out of here. It can't be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all.
But I swore that we'd go free together.
We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Headwind, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Elodial, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if he did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Soliam, and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignarius. You'll know him when you see him. Closest rival, the Nightwings. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then once one of the triumvirates prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth.
Whisked home to the Commonwealth?
Precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in and clothed and fully pardoned.
The Commonwealth knows about all of this? The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever? And freedom from the downside is impossible?
Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect these secrets well.
So then that's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays?
For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed for us that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up.
Volfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. We need to study in private.
We need hope.
You concentrate on the substance of the words and teachings of the Book of Rites, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes to you from in a flash. Influence spirit. Boy, it does not like what I'm doing where I use the controller in gameplay and the mouse for the visual novel sections. Pyre's like, what do you mean you're not just doing one or the other? Confusing. Hit me with some supergiant melancholy. They do it like none other. Here before you lies Mount Elodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air.
Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on. Ask away.
There is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at last, who shall it be?
Rare timigentas.
Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions.
Why us?
Why you indeed, madam. That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth arose from the ashes of a fallen empire, thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts. Gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself and keep listening. This is very important. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jordariel raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us? Why are we among all others chosen for this liberation rite? The anointed champion shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madam. You are chosen, you are qualified, I should say, because, as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain, though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries.
Victory means nothing in a common right, then? Participation is all that matters?
Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, who do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites, but these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still, the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. The accusers did say that. The Nightwings have returned to us. So, for every other team, it's been like, they show up to just a, you know, the common basketball game, and suddenly the final bosses appear before them. And they're like, oh, holy shit, it's the Nightwings. So it's like, for them, they get to see a preview of what their, like, season finale would be if they play well enough. Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot.
Pretere magretas.
It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some options. Long lost valuables. 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Both do sound like good options. Blessings do sound good, though. I don't like Shay in matches, but she doesn't seem to really steer us wrong. The sublime beauty of Mount Elodial, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Shay has been positively bursting with excitement.
Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave, I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that?
Something about her changes then.
Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there?
You yourself see nothing, but Shay rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished.
Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They said they told us we are welcome. That we're welcome here.
Shay runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious. In spite of everything, your spirits rise. +2 hope. That's big. Hedwyn expressed a passing whim to see the view. Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters. I've been neglecting my poor boy Hedwyn. Let's give him a win. Sorry, Snake Boy. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, that, it's just... Been given lots of thought to everything that Volfred's told us. In another couple of days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be a part of Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Volfred has its way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites and be stuck down here together, just like this. The two of you walk on in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next fight. Right. Hope likewise for the best. Oh. You get some XP. Nice. Soon. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate. where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Weird sentence. Well then, lead onward, Tarek. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions near the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first.
Is that you, Tarek?
It is. Greetings, Celeste.
And how was your rest?
Too long, Celeste.
Seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate?
Aye.
Then, let us make this quick.
She gestures toward the rest of you.
Now, each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek, whilst crossing Scribe's Gate.
Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwin the Deserter. Come here seeking freedom. Oh! Crap, why did I hit A that quickly? What a dingus I am. I am regarded by the name of Rookie Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home.
I am Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Shay, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then... who?
Sir Gilliman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point.
Hamitha Thane. I'm only here because my sister's here.
Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice.
You! I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why.
I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim, now.
I see. Then state why you are here, as have the others.
My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. A crippled scholar. An old farmhand. A war orphan. I mean, I guess I get to set my backstory here? A crippled scholar. I'm a soft boy. I could not evade them. You have always sought to understood the world around you. That knowledge proved dangerous in the Commonwealth, but now it has brought you to this point. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. Revenge! The Commonwealth, which cast you and all your fellow exiles down, cannot be permitted to continue with its barbarous ways. You wish to see to it yourself. Somehow. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by.
The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tarek, I, Celeste, be on your way as well.
The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. Mysterious. From the top of Mount Elodial, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Of course, the slug market's here. But first, there's a new page in the book. Sorry, Jodario, I gotta read. The Imp Haub and I, we helped to save my emperor. And when the danger did subside, my Emperor Solium Mur, he said something to me which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Golathanian, so that I may yet have mine. You too are now an exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next. We crossed the land together, and together with the imp we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did." Interesting. Jordario, what you got to say? Jordario appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Edwin soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Ruki? None as of yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar, then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The three of you exchange glances, but nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Volfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey, what'd I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Rookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well? That's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people, if one of us gets out. That's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we were all getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Edwin slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the four of us, we're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do. But we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you, and I believe you will do the same for me. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great, but it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What, do you think they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's gonna take, I just know we have to try. Jordario turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you and to reassure herself. Ruki nods his head in turn, and Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Solium awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel in your heart that it shall only be the first. Plus one hope. Steel yourself in turn. Alright, I'll do a quick shop. Then I have rapidly burned through my water with this voice acting. So I'll take a quick break and re-up on that before I start the match. Hey guys, just so you're aware and all, I know how come you're here, how come you made it all the way up here. Oh, I know alright. You're here cause I got the lowest prices and all the downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're gonna get a lot of value there, an awful lot. Handful scribe snuff. Oh, I can reset my masteries? Yeah, that doesn't seem that super useful. Yeah, let me just take the Stardust. Stardust is always use. Oops. Well, I've made myself broke. But it'll all be worth it, you'll see. Keep powering up the Kerfang. Yeah, I should maybe bench Pamitha. It should just focus on my most experienced folks. Because I don't know if I need to get them to max level before they can, like, ascend. Or what breakpoint they gotta reach. I feel like Jodariel has the best shot, so I should include her. Maybe I do Tizo, Jodariel. God, I feel bad because I keep leaving Headwind out of things. Yeah, let me give you a Kerfang. Yeah, Ruki, Jodariel. Yeah, I think that's a good combo. So then do I want to... Okay, so quickness becomes 6.7 meters per second. 7 meters per second. This lunar glass just sucks. Unless I'm completely misunderstanding it. Huh. Oh well. Appreciate you doing business, and you guys be sure to tell your friends, okay? Alright. The Liberation Rite looms. I will try to be quick, because I know it's not that long since I took the last break. Sorry. I'm still going strong. It's just requiring a lot more liquid than it seems to normally. So, there's that. But, hey, I'll try to be fast. I'll be right back. And then we shall ascend in glory. I hope you'll stick with me so we can see. Alright, sorry about that. Let's get to the Liberation Rite. Let's begin. Is everyone prepared, Headwind? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers and the Rites this night. What happens if we fail? Headwind, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory. We await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall, as ever, look toward the stars for guidance, and seize upon our future chances, just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. All right. Your story shall continue regardless of the outcome of this or any other rite. You need but see it through.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium. You are to be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite.
Oh, there's a statue of the...
Gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared.
I concur. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared.
Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings.
A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. You know who I am already. Look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never gonna see the day again. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jordariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damned robes. Jordariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked.
Satisfied?
Whoa, you must be new. Jordariel soon puts her mask back on.
Enough talk.
Ha! I like you, curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open. Only shame is I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time.
I should rather cut out my tongue.
Oh, you don't mean that, our kind. We ought to stick together. Now come on. Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Demon, Spectre, and an Imp?
Have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite?
The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The first companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision.
Who most deserves their freedom?
Hedwyn seems so very deserving. Unworthy. Okay, just have to have him at level 3. Oh, my boy Rookie. You know what? Hedwyn, I've been neglecting you for so long. But you're truly one of the best among us. You deserve this, my friend. If you insist. Then the Gate Guardian looks upon you and your adversaries.
Very well, then under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Hedwyn the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Tempers prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate, strive alongside Headwind the Deserter, and see to his return in glory?
Who shall be at his side?
I mean, I think I gotta go with just the OG crew.
Jodariel.
Very well, let us prevail here and see this through.
So, give me that curving. Rookie!
Rookie.
Heh, sure. No pressure, right, chum?
The choice is cast.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, Reader of the Nightwings.
She then indicates to the lone minstrel.
Now are you yourself prepared, Tarek?
Aye, Celeste.
Then let us all begin.
Nightwing's been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me.
With pleasure. Your team looks slow.
Commence.
Oh shit.
Not off to a great start there. We keep up the offense. Their team is slow. I can use that to my advantage. If I keep cutting through them that quickly, they're not going to be able to do a damn thing about me. Missed me, chump! You good-for-nothing Nightwings! Skip out on us for years and years, and show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it, I used to be the best. This at least, but now, pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting me. Ah, Moira. I doubt you'd even recognize me anyway. Come on, Nightwings! Let's see you keep this up. Okay, you asked for it. Oh! No! Ah! Damn it. Gotcha. What? How did that not... Ah, whatever. All I gotta do is... Not that. Oh, no, you don't. That's mine. And you're caught flat-footed. Headwind. Finish it. Ah, crap. I walked right into that one. Combo. You're wide open.
And there it is.
Headwind finishes it.
The Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
I believe in you, Headwind. Do good. Light the way for the rest of us till we can join you and enact our revolution. Gah, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. Got all rusty. You've been waiting so damn long. Damn it, damn it. Nightwings! Be seeing you around, I guess. Next time you ain't gonna be so lucky. I like how I'm, like, reading their thoughts a little bit now. It's neat. We did it. Then, I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to him. That we would all go free, together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Bikani, wait for me. Wait for me. He remained silent for a moment longer then. Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it, and I'm going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye. Until we see each other. Hell yeah, Hedwyn. The best among us. I salute thee. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Hedwyn. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
So man, now it's kind of like, who do I think I should next work on so that they can
May
ascend?
the scribes have mercy on us all.
I don't know. Tricky question. After your victory over the Tempers in the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I'm gonna miss that guy. It is quieter now, but we'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Wait, what about the stars? They don't seem to wait around for us. About that, reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Elodial is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Hedwyn as you look toward the heavens. And Hedwyn, you didn't break your vow. I'm helping you fulfill that vow by letting you be the first to go through to the other side. You'll prepare the way for all of us. I have faith. You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing, did they not? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn. When the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Permafrost, so cold it can burn the skin, but keeps the wagon cool and food fresher longer. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Volfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though, I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all of this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and maintenance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first. A common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. I was wondering if maybe we would get, like, a cutaway to him, but no. At least, like, a Valkyrie profile-esque, like, get a brief summary of what he's doing, but I guess it wouldn't really make sense for me to have that knowledge. So let me also plan out who should be the next exile I should send up. Honestly, Shay is pretty close. And I don't really give a damn about her. So I could just, like, shunt her out of my party real quick. Because if I, like, just gain, I just have her play in one match, and then I bring her along for the championship and kind of carry her. I do think Tizo is going to be among the last. Sir Gilman, if I could get him there, would be a good one. I do think I want to start training up Pamitha, so I think my standard lineup is going to be Jodariel. Oh, wait, I can't deploy both of them. Then again, Jodariel... I don't really know how good Jodariel is, because the AI is pretty good at slipping past her massive bulk at this point, with all the tricks they have in their sleeves now. So maybe I instead go for Tizo, Amitha, and Naruki as my standard layout. And I just have, like, Shay take the place of Amitha one time, I guess. And then I can just train up Sir Gilman when I get the chance. Could also have Jodariel ascend. She's earned it many times over. I don't know. It's so hard to make a call. Hope everybody's enjoying. Quieter morning this morning, but that's fine. I've been a little inconsistent on when I was streaming, so I get it. There's plenty of other stuff to do on a day like today, I imagine. It's kind of a weird day out there when I went up to take my break. Like, all overcast and yet still kind of hot. It looks like it's light storm or something. Just a weird Sunday vibes today, for some reason. Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Okay, so we just, like, just take a breather and vibe here for a while. Wolfred leads you all into a calm and quiet clearing, tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about, you see a variety of strange items and equipment. Bide your time. Nope. Huh. Boy, we're really getting a lot of FaceTime with Wolfred. You find Wolfred seemingly lost in thought, but then he turns to you. Greetings, reader. This wagon and I weave many memories together, and I could not help reliving some of them just now. I suppose some aspects of my past may be of relevance to you, given your role. If there is something that you wish to know, you need but ask. Ooh. To be excused. Yet, and why did the Nightwings disband? That's what I want to know. That seems really weird. Earn his sentence, like, clearly it's because he's a reader. Like, that seems obvious enough. Lone Minstrel... I'm a little intrigued by this option as well, because, like, he seems to be a colleague of the Gate Guardians, because they both had, like, roles to play in that ritual, so he's more than just a common, like, agent or guide. But yeah, why did the Nightwings disband? You express interest in knowing more of how the Nightwings came to be here, and Volfred's past connection to the group. I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me in a manner, as I understand, quite like how Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Erisa, and another known as Oralek. Once in a while we let little Tizot stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Erisa, we lost her, and Oralek, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Elodiel. We lost him as well. On the night when he was to be free, we were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the rites themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downside has claimed many lives, yet it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the Black Wagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my boy.
Oh, I can ask multiple questions. You asked Volfred about his past in the Commonwealth and how it is he came to be in the downside.
How rather forward of you, my boy. Most whom I have met during my travels here have been reluctant to approach the subject of one's history before one's exile. Nonetheless, I am happy to tell you. As a reader, I assume you are familiar with the stamping press. I owned and operated one. An illegal and... Oh, it's literally a printing press. I took issue with the Commonwealth, the ban on literacy, the interminable wars against the Highwing remnants. I spread the truth about it all with my machine. Under pseudonym, of course. Still, I knew I was putting myself at risk, and sure enough, my stamping press was eventually discovered and burned to the ground. I, however, managed to elude capture for a while. But not for long enough. Here in the downside, I chanced upon the Nightwings, who were searching for a reader. In that respect, my past, I think, is similar to yours. Anyway, that is the long and the short of it. Now then, was there anything else?
Yeah, how do you know Tarek?
Tarek was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the rights and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he's not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it was he who first informed me that when Nightwings had returned, he and Tizot were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now?
I'm good.
Likewise to you, reader. Be well.
We bide our time.
Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove, but I suggest that you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop, you can see all across the downside its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land besides it. And so, you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass. Then one evening... May I have a moment? A moment, reader. The lone minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader, sir. The stars shine like you have never seen. Once more the path towards salvation is revealed, but now something is different. A new location, perhaps? Oh. Oh. Each prior time you searched the stars, they showed you to a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Do I get to see who will... Ah, okay. Challenge the accusers. Your record against them is 1-0. The Crone Witch. Right. Oh, and then... Oh, the dissidents were fun. The dissidents were fun. But I feel like I gotta build up to it. Perhaps the accusers. Let me bully them some more. The stars urge that we go to the nest of Trieste, a long way off. Wolfred, sir, how are we to reach the nest of Trieste in due course of time? You know full well, Tarek. Preparations are complete. You think you see the lone minstrel smile, ever faintly, but cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought be fewer rites this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many it is difficult to say, but our next chance at liberty ought present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Your companions have not traveled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spreads throughout the group. But I actually think, with course set, and a new season set to begin, that's a pretty good place to leave off. My voice is still a little strained between last vestiges of COVID and last night, and it seems like pretty quiet today anyway, so I'll save more of game for when we have more people and I have more stamina. Fair enough? Fair enough. So, thanks everybody who did come out for coming out. Do appreciate you keeping me company as I play through some more of the excellent basketball game. I will return next week with more, and hope I will see you there. So thanks again for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. My name is Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.